Well, Cassandra, what led to North Central really starting to get heavily invested into offering skilled trades programs?
Well, first and foremost, North Central Michigan College has rose to the occasion to meet the challenge of the infrastructure gaps and skilled trades gaps that we're seeing in the industry of construction. We've heard loud and clear from community members and industry that there is not enough skilled construction workers in the skilled trades in northern Michigan. And in North Central, we would be the only facility to provide training services within an hour radius of the Petoskey area. So very clearly it was brought to our awareness that we can't build the future pipeline of skilled tradesmen unless we have programming. So with generous donations from philanthropists, we've led a campaign to build a new building to help facilitate these training programs because there's housing needs here, there's infrastructure needs here, but we don't have enough skilled workers. So that was the reasoning why North Central came to this conclusion, and with the support of the legislature and community members, we've been able to realize this, and we're continuing to grow the program.
I usually don't ask multi-part questions, but I will because I feel like all of these kind of go together. So what is the NCCER? Is it different than how North Central has offered skilled trades programs before? And what programs is the college going to be offering this fall?
So this fall, we are providing a industry credential, and our goal is to do a fast-track training to get folks in and out of training so that they can provide and get jobs right away. And so the National Center for Construction Education Research is the industry standard for providing the construction education. It is what is being taught in the high schools in the building trades programs, those competencies. So we found a nice a complement and an alignment so that we can provide continuing education all in the non-credit side here at North Central, and that's the department that I oversee. So folks don't have to go the traditional route if they don't want to. If they want to get the foundational skills to get a job as soon as possible, this would be my best recommendations to go through the NCCER, Fast Track, Carpentry, or HVAC programming. So for NCCER, we're going to be providing that curriculum this fall, right after Labor Day in September. Students can sign up. Registration is now open. We're going to be providing training in Carpentry Level 1. That will be NCCER, along with the Home Builders Institute certification. So, if you want to specialize in residential construction, things of that nature, you'll be able to leave with 2 certificates that will be recognized by local contractors. We also are offering an in-person HVAC program. There was a clear demand here. Ballards is growing significantly. We're really fortunate that our program is aligning with Ballard's needs. There's a mandatory externship, so students will be able to get hands-on experience not only in our state-of-art facility, brand new Martin Yon Tech Center. They'll be able to do the services there, but then they also will be able to go do a 40-hour externship with Ballard's, get real-life experiences, and we're hopeful that there will be an easy transition into the workplace because there's such a demand. And then we'll also be providing in-person welding. We have welding booths here on campus now in our Martin Yon Tech Center, so that is exciting. As it relates to our carpentry, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that we are partnering with Birchwood Construction, a local contractor out of Harbor Springs. They have a wonderful wood shop that we're going to be utilizing for our students, so students will be able to get hands-on experience not only at construction sites, but with one of our partners. And that's because we don't have our skilled trades education pathway building built yet. That's what you've heard in the news, the new allocation of $3.45 million from the state appropriations. That is going towards that effort so that we can build out additional programming.
And additional programming, is there kind of an end goal for what that's going to look like, other different offerings that'll be coming in the future?
Yes, absolutely. So we actually have an interest form on our website for our skilled trainings program, and students can now inquire on what programs they're interested in. But what we are looking forward to provide in our STEP Center will be extending our welding bays to our STEP building. And then plumbing and electrical will be new program we'll provide as well. And we'll be expanding our carpentry and HVAC programming as well in the STEP Center. So if you want to get in the industry and you're looking for services, North Central Michigan College will be your only tech facility that will provide comprehensive services and training for our construction industry. But it's not just limited to students. We work directly with employers. So we help employers upskill their employees. If there's someone who's very introductory, a lot of contractors hire students straight out of high school. This would be a nice way for employers to sponsor students so that they can get upskilled so they can go directly back into the workforce.
Do you have any data on job placement rates for students who would finish one of your programs?
Well, because these are brand new programs, we don't. But I will say that I am getting calls from contractors all over northern Michigan. In fact, they're like, when does your program start? Can we come meet your students? We're ready to make offers. And fortunately, but unfortunately, due to the environmental factors with flooding and extreme weather events recently, the contractors are experiencing a high level of calls and backlogs, and therefore are prompting a lot more conversations about what our future succession planning is for aging out skilled persons who have such a great talent, and we're concerned that we're going to lose that experience and knowledge. So we are tapping into industry experts to teach these type of services for our students. And, we're very confident that, once we can get students trained, we'll be able to connect them through our career services department so that students can get firsthand knowledge of who's hiring and get hopefully priority because they've invested their time and energy to getting the skill sets they need so that they can be part of the solution with the challenges we're having with housing and infrastructure in the region.
So that was talking about, the job placement rate, something else that people that are going into college or looking to get a certification, one of the things they're wondering is, well, how much am I going to hopefully make? So obviously there could be a disparity. There could be a difference because you have, you mentioned the carpentry, welding, HVAC, CNC machining. Any idea what kind of salaries these students would be looking at when they finish one of these programs if they're hired?
Yeah, in fact, if you go to our registration page for whichever respective program they want to sign up for, and the ones we have available this fall is HVAC, carpentry, and welding, they will be able to see the average wages for northern Michigan. So this is real economic wage data that we get. We make that available for students so they have a clear understanding of how they can afford to live in the region and raise a family. And so it's eyes wide in. They are clearly informed on what they can expect. We do not offer training programs that are below sustainable wages for this community. We want to make sure that our trainings align with occupational availability and good high wage potential. And all of our programs are making well above the ALICE rates, which means that you can live comfortably with a family and raise your family in northern Michigan, not have to be worried about leaving. And so, we are concerned, like other people are, about what AI means for communities. So we wanted to make sure that we provided AI-proof jobs, and that is in the building industry. AI can't build homes, and so we're finding that these skilled jobs are now more in demand and are paying well above more than your average, typical idea of what a good paying job is. It's in the skilled trades. We have HVAC professionals reporting over $100,000 in annual wages. We have carpenters who are making, on average over $75,000. So it depends on where you go and who you're working with. But, there's always a potential in these type of skilled trades to do side work. We have a lot of industry partners who not only run businesses, but then they also work for businesses, and then they have their own side businesses because there's such a demand here. So we want to bring that relief to the industry. We want to provide additional services so we can have a pipeline of talent. So, because construction companies are actually bringing talent from downstate and all over the country, and they're bringing them here to build our own infrastructure. So there's no cavalry coming to save us. We have to train our own, build up our own so that we can be better prepared for the future.
Final question for you. If someone's listening to this conversation today and is interested in starting this path or just wanting to learn more about skilled trades programs at North Central, where should they go? How should they get started?
Well, the first thing I would say, if you want to just go to our North Central ncmich.edu, look up our skilled trades link. They can find all of our fast track career programs, and under skilled trades training, there is an interest form here. Our team will reach out to you. We'll give you more information. We can even text. But if you don't find the information here, you're always welcome to call us. Our Director of Training, Jennifer Foley's phone number is 231-439-6333. Our team is ready and available to support you and to help Northern Michigan meet its future growth plans.
We are speaking with Cassandra Hernandez, Dean of Workforce and Continuing Education at North Central Michigan College. Thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good one.